Welcome to this presentation about the UC maximum transfer credit limitation. My name is Weili Sun, and I am the UC admissions expert at AskMissSun.com. This presentation is appropriate for students who are considering transfer to a UC campus from another UC campus, another four-year college, or community college students who have credits from a four-year college. Students with only community college credits are exempt from this policy. But if you're still worried, stick around for clarification. One of several misconceptions about the policy is who it applies to. We will start first with which students are not subjected to the policy. If you only have coursework from one or more two-year community colleges, whether in California or another state, you will never exceed a maximum unit limit. A common misunderstanding is that community college students cannot exceed 70 semester or 105 quarter units. That is incorrect. Community college students may take as many units as they wish. However, only up to 70 semester or 105 quarter units can be applied toward the graduation unit requirement at a UC campus. This means transfer students are typically required to complete at least 50 semester or 75 quarter units at a UC campus before they can graduate with a bachelor's degree. All UC transferable coursework you have completed at a community college prior to transfer will be granted subject credit at your UC campus, meaning you will not need to repeat any coursework you already completed. Students with only lower division coursework from a four-year college that is not a UC campus will be similarly classified for the purpose of the maximum unit limitation consideration. Let me repeat that for you so it is clear. If you only have lower division coursework from a four-year college that is not a UC campus, you're not subjected to this policy. Now we'll move on to students who are subjected to the policy. If you have any upper division coursework from any four-year college, you must comply with the UC maximum transfer credit limitation policy when applying for transfer admission to a UC campus. If you have any UC coursework, whether lower division or upper division, you must also comply with the policy when applying for transfer. This is true even if you switch to a community college at some point. For example, if you attended a UC for one quarter and then switch to a community college to finish up your transfer requirements, you are still required to comply with the policy. UC coursework is defined as coursework completed at a UC campus through regular academic year enrollment, cross-enrollment, concurrent enrollment, UC extension, summer sessions, or UC Education Abroad program. So what is the policy? The UCs have published a document detailing the policy and the unit cap for each UC campus online. You can use the short URL askmisssun.com/unit-cap to reach the PDF file. If you are still confused about the policy, and it is a very complicated policy to grasp, watch the rest of this video and I will illustrate the math with something more friendly, like ice cream cones. Let's say student A spent a year at a four-year college taking lower division courses, then moved to a community college to finish the transfer requirements, racking up 116 units in the process. Student B spent a year at a four-year college taking lower division courses and attended a community college during the summer to finish up the transfer requirements, racking up 57 units in the process. Keep in mind that the policy does not count AP, IB, or A-level exam credits toward the limit. As I mentioned earlier, You can only apply up to 70 semester units toward the UC graduation unit requirement. For student A, think of this as only counting 70 calories even if you consume 116 calories. Too bad this math doesn't actually work for eating ice cream. Now comes the topping. While enrolled at a community college, Student A was also taking classes through UC Extension and UC Summer Sessions, which added up to 22 units. Student B was also taking upper division courses while enrolled at the four-year college, and the upper division courses added up to 22 units. Again, these do not include any AP, IB, or A-level exam credits these students have, which do not count against the limit. For student A, the UCs are only counting 70 semester units toward the UC graduation unit requirement, but adding 22 UC extension and UC summer session units on top of the 70 semester units, the student reached a total of 92 semester units. And that is a buzz for all UC campuses across the system. Student A is ineligible for transfer admission because of the exceeded unit cap. Keep in mind some majors at some UCs will consider senior transfers. The list of majors shifts a little each term, so you must check the list when the application cycle opens to determine whether the major you want at the UC campus where you want to transfer is taking senior transfers. Simply Google UC closed majors to find the current list. Keep in mind though, that being allowed to apply is not the same thing as being competitive for admission. Collect as much information as you can and proceed with caution if you intend to apply as a senior transfer. For student B, even with the 22 units of upper division courses, the unit count came in just below the cap for all UC campuses, since the lower end of the unit cap range is 80 semester units. I hope you found this presentation helpful. For more information about how to gain a competitive edge for transfer admission to the UCs, visit my website at askmissent.com/transfer. I offer consultation services to help you determine your UC transfer eligibility, evaluate how competitive you are for admission, and complete the UC application and personal insight questions. For more information, visit askmissent.com/service. If you would like to help support the creation of more videos on UC admissions topics, you may do so by making a payment through PayPal. Simply visit askmissent.com/support.